Good Sunday morning. President Trump is standing by his national security team as the fallout intensifies after top officials mistakenly shared attack plans for U.S. military strikes in Yemen on the Signal messaging app with a journalist. In an exclusive phone interview on Saturday, the president told me, quote, "I don't fire people because of fake news and because of witch hunts." Mr. Trump said he still has confidence in Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Just hours ago, President Trump called me to tell me he is, quote, pissed off with Russia's President Putin and threatened to impose secondary tariffs on Russia's oil. Quote, "If Russia and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think it was Russia's fault, which it might not be, but if I think it was Russia's fault, I am going to put secondary tariffs on all oil coming out of Russia." Mr. Trump said 25% tariffs on Russian oil could happen any moment, and told me he plans to speak with President Putin this week. The president told me, quote, "I was very angry, pissed off when Putin started getting into Zelensky's credibility and started talking about new leadership in Ukraine." On Iran, the president said he's also considering secondary tariffs if Iran doesn't agree to a nuclear deal. Quote, "If they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before." After markets tumbled on Friday and with consumer confidence falling, the president also told me he's not backing down on his tariff plans.
What we're going to be doing is a 25% tariff on all cars that are not made in the United States. If they're made in the United States, there's absolutely no tariff.
And the president telling me tariffs are, quote, absolutely permanent. And on fears of foreign automakers raising prices, quote, "I couldn't care less if they raise prices because people are going to start buying American-made cars." And on his vow to annex Greenland, the president saying, quote, "I never take military force off the table, but I think there's a good possibility that we could do it without military force." The White House is still on defense this weekend after the Atlantic editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg says he was added to that Signal conversation by Mr. Trump's National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, where details of the plans for an attack on the Houthis in Yemen were shared with him in real time. The chat included the vice president, the defense secretary, the secretary of state, the CIA director, and the director of national intelligence. The explanations for what happened and how serious of a security breach it was have been evolving.
I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
But you've never talked to him before, so how's the number on your phone? I mean, I'm not an expert in any of this, but it's just curious. How's the number on your phone?
Well, if you have somebody else's contact and then then somehow it gets sucked in, it gets sucked in.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
Intelligence officials defended the sensitive nature of the content, denying it was classified.
My communications, to be clear, in a Signal message group were entirely permissible and lawful and did not include classified information.
There was no classified material that was shared.
Was there any mention of a target in Yemen?
I don't remember mention of specific targets.
Was there any mention, Ms. Gabbard, of a weapon or weapons system?
I don't recall specific weapons systems being named.
How about anything about timing?
I don't recall specific timing.
Any mention of any military unit whatsoever? Mr. Ratcliffe?
Not that I recall.
Ms. Gabbard?
Not that I recall.
After the administration insisted there was no classified information on the text chain, Goldberg released the messages that included Defense Secretary Hegseth sharing specific details about when bombs would drop and when U.S. jets would take off just 30 minutes before they launched the attack. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz texted that a key target of the attack had been seen walking into his girlfriend's building that had collapsed. President Trump is privately angry with Waltz, two Republican sources tell NBC News. The Senate Armed Services Committee has requested a formal investigation from the Pentagon's Inspector General, but the FBI and the DOJ seem unlikely to investigate the matter, even as pressure mounts for more accountability.
Now, let me be honest. It's a long-ass video, right? I thought it was going to be simple. They jumping around everything. They going from Russia to Ukraine to Iran to P. Hegseth. So we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go backwards on you. I'm gonna think, hey, my buddy said he ain't released the no real information, right? Because everybody now they busting a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy out here, they said they sent classified information on the text and put the journalists in there, right? Check it out. My man saying he ain't do that, and the shit they was talking about wasn't classified. It was just some basic information. You know what I'm saying? Just some information a lot of people shouldn't have known, but it wasn't classified. It's some shit that we all know. We know where our targets are. It's like when we make threats to somebody in the Middle East. We know the hell they at. We been knew where they at. So when we saying these threats, how you think we be striking motherfuckers down and killing leaders? Because we already know where they at. We see them. We just don't touch them, right? So I read a couple of the messages. It didn't seem like they was really putting out no classified information. Like, I think they said they would attack or some shit like that, or what they was going to do. They were talking about the F-47 or some shit. But I think everybody, to be honest, my opinion real quick, is I think everybody's blowing this out of proportion. It's not really that serious. Next, we're going to go to Russia. I guess we won't be for Russia because they not doing the deal with Ukraine and they still attacking each other. Now, I think we should get out of this. I feel like our feet are muddy. It's proof that we've been there. Let's just get out of this. But then again, we lose money. If we don't make a minerals deal, which I think we signed a minerals deal, now we need a ceasefire. We need those minerals out of Ukraine. We still don't want Russia to take it. I would tell Ukraine to let us put embassies, put all that shit in your property. We might have to take a piece of your property, bro, just to save ours, just to protect you from Russia. Put us between you and Russia. And I guarantee we might have some success. But we sending threats back at Russia saying, we're not sure if he did it, but we will put a tariff on him. Like, I think Trump be sometimes sending them empty threats. And I'm not, the only thing is, other countries ain't doing that. Other countries are low key, so it's kind of, it makes them feel a little bit more superior because they not talking. They're literally silent, or they talk when they need to talk. Other than that, they don't say much. Trump talks a lot. He says a lot, but those threats really does help. Those threats really do get shit moving. So you don't really have to lift your hand and actually attack. You could just point your finger, yell, and sometimes things just move where you need them to move. It's like a kid. I yell at the kid, tell him I need him to do this, and he do it instead of me having to hit him. I really don't want to hit him, but I will if I have to, but I don't want to, so I'm going to use my voice. I think that's what Trump is doing. He's using his voice to get ahead and see what he needs, right? And most of the time it's been successful. Look at how many car dealerships we bought into the United States since he's threatened them with tariffs, right? You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. That's just how it is when it comes to business in other countries. Now, Iran, or Iran, either way, the boys said they're not negotiating about the nukes, right? This is when stuff gets sticky. Iran said they're not negotiating about them nukes, boy. Which means, you know what that means now. And I had to explain this. I'm going to explain. This is my best topic. I want to explain this topic for the people. So if y'all got this far, let me know what you think. Iran said they not negotiating. Trump said, well, there's going to be bombs thrown. So that's the coincidence. Trump going to use bombs on the niggas that want to get bombs. But I'm going to be honest. They shouldn't have them. We can't have the Middle East with nukes, bro. Because that gives you the equal playing ground that you can negotiate with us. And then I had to get this concept to somebody earlier. Why would you get bombs to motherfuckers that might just blow up themselves to get you? Hey, it's the Middle East. I'm not saying they all do it. But what I'm saying is you don't give a kamikaze driver nukes. You don't give somebody that's a crash out nukes. You see? I feel like you got to assess the threat right now and be like, nah, bro. If we allow you to get nukes, bro, it's going to be a problem. And we cannot allow that. Maybe Russia might like that you got nukes, but we don't like it. Because if you got nukes, you could possibly attack our allies plus us. And plus, you're a kamikaze driver. You're a suicidal bomber. You might go and blow us up in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least think about with North Korea. North Korea, we have a little bit of morals. Like, he would have to kill himself in order to kill us. But that's why he don't blow us up. I feel like North Korea. That's the reason why they don't attack, because he would have to also die. Now we talking about Iran and the Middle East now. Hey, the niggas blow themselves up already. What you think they're gonna do with a nuke? They blowing everybody up. We can't have it. I'll be honest. We need more people in the army to join so that we can stop this. Because once he say go, once Trump say go, it's go time. Once Trump say go, it's go time. We told you can't have nukes. You tried to get the nukes. You said that we gonna listen to you. We ain't listening. We gonna take it now. Now we gotta, like, I feel like we gonna be in war now. But this might be a quick battle. I say go on that bitch and eradicate them. Because at the end of the day, you tell them, hey, there's rules to this, bro. You don't get nukes. You can do whatever you want, but you're gonna get nukes. Definitely if you're a suicide bomber. Before you even had nukes in the picture. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. Because you'll kill our people, your people, they people, and just lead the world to blow up. Because it just takes one person to set off nukes in the whole world, in our whole earth. One person set off nukes, everybody's setting off nukes, bro. Everybody dies just like that. And it's only going to take about a minute before it wipes the earth off. You know what I'm saying? So we can't have people that are unstable mentally that probably don't care about themselves as much as the people around them. You know, the reason why we respect Russia at the end of the day, because they got nukes. We respect China, and we do business with China and them because they have nukes. It's like a mutual threat. We're both strong armed guys, and we know we both got power to do some crazy shit if we take it there. We can't let this person join the chat. We can't. So tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy Angelo Savage, and this is my Savage Thought. Y'all tell me what y'all think today, man. It's your boy. Make sure you like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.